was charged with theft and operating a criminal enterprise after stealing over $1.5 million worth of chicken wings from the school she worked at. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Two Buds, One Podcast, episode 26. I am your host, the Techno Jelly, with my co-host, Alchem Games. Today, Alchem, I've got 4 stories, and they're all semi-related to food. Because for some reason, I just found so many stories about food, and funny enough, 2 of them involve potentially jail, so it's going to be interesting. So, Alchem, you're pulling. Okay, let me set the scene for you, right? You're pulling a heist, right? And you're going in for the long haul. What's the ultimate food heist? What do you do?
Burrito.
Burrito?
No. Cheese stick.
Cheese sticks? I mean, honestly, you're kind of on the right track. Okay? So I'm going to read out this headline on Dextro. School worker jailed after $1.5 million of chicken wing heist that lasted a year.
I'm sorry, chicken wing heist? As in, like, they heisted chicken wings?
They stole $1.5 million of chicken wings over a period of time. A school worker has been jailed for 9 years after stealing van loads of chicken wings in a heist operation that started in July 2020. The person's
van loads?
Van loads. I don't know if I want to say this person's name because, advertising someone who's stolen stuff. So the person of Illinois was charged with theft and operating a criminal enterprise after stealing over $1.5 million worth of chicken wings from the school she worked at. On Friday, August 9th, 2024, the former Harvard School District Director pleading guilty to the crime was sentenced to 9 years in prison. She had I don't know why they care about her being bankrupt, but she carried out the criminal enterprise over 2 years starting in July 2020 and was only caught with her superiors carried out an audit of food orders because they had gone $300,000 over budget by mid-year. Courts.
Wait.
Go ahead.
What? So the only reason they got caught is because they were spending too much money on chicken wings?
Yeah, well, basically, so what was happening, from what I can tell, what was happening is she was in charge of, she was the school district director.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And she was... Okay, no, sorry. It looks like the school director was involved in this, and the food service director was involved in this. And what happened was during the 2020, at the start of 2020 and going until 2022, they were getting the food orders.
Mm-hmm.
They placed orders for chicken wings with this district's main food suppliers and just took cratefuls of it home. Instead
What'd she do with them? Just ate?
I don't know what she did after, but like so instead of going it to the school's like food court, she just took them home. They just took them home.
I mean,
and they did this
eventually over time people will notice with either like
they did
just constantly eating it, or just suddenly you like, yeah, damn, you suddenly gained a few pounds, huh? What the fuck happened? No, but
yeah, so I mean, it was $1.5 million of chicken wings, but $300,000 like in like by mid-year, so 6 months. So she stole $300,000 in just 6 months worth of chicken wings. So like it's like the article says van loads of crates of chicken wings. And the saddest part thing is the food was obviously it's a school district food, right? So the food was meant for students who were studying at home during the pandemic,
Yeah.
which is just
Yeah.
terrible. Which is even
Just-
worse.
Like, I actually am curious, how did she get it? Like,
Was she eating them all?
I get the idea. Yeah, that's what I'm like. Was she either eating them all? And if she was, how the hell did no one just notice that this lady just suddenly gained quite a few pounds in the span of a few months? Or did she sell them somewhere? I guess there's a black market for chicken somewhere. I don't know. The local Wingstop just suddenly got an increase in supply.
Yeah.
Or she didn't know what she was doing. She thought this would be a good idea, and then it went to waste. Or I don't know. I'm curious. So I'm just wondering in my mind. I was like, why didn't you just embezzle the money if you already could control? If you already had some control over it?
Yeah, it's just like this is like the oddest crime to me, because like first of all, you're stealing foods from actual kids, like actual kids. Like, you know, it's stealing is bad. Stealing from kids is worse. You know,
you're already screwing over kids, and now you're just wasting food. So you're just like twofer and
well,
really
I don't think she's.
Shit.
I mean, at least I'm assuming she's eating it.
As far as we don't know.
Yeah, I'm assuming she's eating it. Honestly, I don't know, but like, I also don't. I can't believe they ate $1.5 million worth of chicken wings. Like,
you seen Veronica lately? She sure is putting on the pounds
I know,
lately.
right?
Huh? Damn.
Oh my god.
Damn.
It's
like.
Also, how do you do this for 2 years and not know? Because like one of the reasons they were caught was they stole $300,000. They were $300,000 over budget. But like, this was in apparently in 2022. So they were crazy over budget for 2 years and no one did anything about it. Like, how are you that over budget and no one questions it? Like, I thought that's so surprising to me. I just don't understand, you know? I'm confuzzled. It's strange. It's strange. I don't understand how this happens for 2 years and it doesn't get caught that fast. And
no idea.
And I can't, and once again, like, I can't believe someone would even try to do this. Like, look, I understand. If this was like a lunch lady worker taking some food for herself, you know, they're probably underpaid. I'd probably understand that. But these are like the district heads. I don't think you're underpaid, and I don't think you need $1.5 million worth of chicken wings. But I mean, I'm also assuming. To be fair, I am assuming. I don't know what they're getting paid. They could, to be fair, the school system, especially in America, is all messed up in all terms. So
yeah, you're right.
But I don't think stealing from the kids is the right answer.
No, of course not stealing. I mean, you're stealing. Not only are you stealing from an education system, but you're stealing from the children. I mean, not even like it's going to the teaching or books or anything. It's going directly to their food.
Yeah, it's kind of messed up.
So, yeah, no, incredibly so. So thankfully they caught her.
Yeah, luckily they did catch her.
Still just wondering, what did this person do to get rid of it or make a profit of it or do something with it?
Yeah, like were they? I'm curious if it was like, were they just eating it? Were they like just selling it, or something in between?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Story. Honestly, what a weird story.
Yeah, it's strange. It's strange. I mean, that's why I want to talk, or like at least mention it to you, so we can be like both baffled about this. When I read that headline, I thought it was The Onion, and then I realized it wasn't. And I was like, I clicked on it, like, I have to, like, what is this? Just the headline alone: schoolworker jailed after $1.5 million chicken wing heist. Which is, they're also this is also like a slightly misleading headline, because it says it lasted a year. It lasted 2 years, because it started in 2020.
How did no one notice that she's just going out with a van load of chicken wings? Like, how did no one catch on?
Well, the thing is that like the food was meant for the students who were studying from home during the pandemic, and it was direct delivery. So I think they deliver it seems like they delivered the things that were necessary, but maybe they were ordering more than necessary and just taking it.
And she just took advantage of that instead of reporting it in like, hey, we're getting like an influx of chicken.
Yeah, because even though the children were learning remotely, the school district continued to provide meals for the students that their families could pick up. So also, maybe there could also be some things where not all families pick them up, so they could be just taking the ones that weren't getting picked up potentially. But anyway, it's still like, yeah, it's still crazy. So yeah, that was the first food story that I wanted to talk about. The next food story is honestly, this is an honest question, Alchem. How often? Okay, actually, wait. Let me think about this question real fast. I'm thinking. On a scale of like on the tier, let's say we're imagining the tier list. You know, S being amazing, F or D or F being terrible. Where would you put Taco Bell?
Taco Bell, honestly, I don't really have Taco Bell, so I don't
like
know.
B or C. At best?
That's C, probably C.
Okay.
Yes.
So then this one might not relate to you, or like, okay, let me read the headline. Taco Bell releasing nostalgia menu with fan favorites from each decade.
I saw that post.
Did you see that
still
post?
Want them to release. Yeah, I'm still waiting for them to release chicken nuggets. I know they advertise they're gonna start doing that one day. When?
I mean, the reason
chicken nuggets. No.
The reason I wasn't sure, because I don't know any of these things.
I don't know any of those things either.
I don't know any of them, because like I'm like, oh, I just don't know any of these items, because to be fair, this might be an American specific thing, because like I've just never really seen these options before. Like, and to be fair, some of them are literally from the 1960s. So like here, let me tell you the menu items. The first nostalgia one, 1960s tostada, features a crispy corn tortilla tostada shell packed with savory refried beans, tangy red sauce, crispy lettuce, and shredded cheese. First of all, your Taco Bell, the lettuce is not crispy. Don't lie to me. The lettuce is wilty and it looks weird, but you know, it's fine. I don't know if that's not your Taco Bell experience, but you know, that's my Taco Bell experience. The 1970s green burrito packed with refried beans, crunchy onions, grated cheddar, and as well as a green sauce made from green chilies, tomatoes. What is that? And jalapenos.
No idea.
And then the 1980s Mexi Melt, made with pico de gallo, a blend of 3 kinds of cheese, which include mozzarella, cheddar, and Monterey Jack melted layer over seasoned beef in a tortilla casing. Okay. What's so funny?
Just
me struggling.
Yes.
Look,
I was about to bust out laughing if I heard you read tortilla. I was about to just lose my shit.
It's well, okay, to be fair, it's spelled tortilla. In the 1990s, beef Gorata Supreme.
The beef gordita. Beef gordita. Yeah, beef gordita.
Contains seasoned beef, 3 cheese blend.
That's
reduced fat, sour cream, lettuce, and diced tomatoes packed inside a flatbread.
Yeah, beef gordita supreme. I don't know that, but I just know how to pronounce it.
And then the 2000s caramel apple empanada.
The empanada, caramel apple empanada. I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, I've never heard any of these things. I mean, to be fair, like most of it was before I was born, so it makes sense. But also, I don't know. These things don't sound like amazing.
Welcome.
They just sound like regular, regular menu items.
Yeah, welcome to the Taco Bell Your Old menu.
Yeah, I know, right?
Here, we'll just throw some nostalgia your way, charge you probably an inflated price of what it was back then, and just shut up and eat it. Look, here I am. I'm just like, look, Taco Bell, if you want to be nostalgic, if you want to appeal to people, and not just with like food that you've discontinued because of reasons, because it doesn't sell well, or you moved on to other newer, better things. Hope, hopefully better. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't eat your food, but bring back the Taco Bell dog. Just bring him back. Bring that little thing back. I want to hear that thing go. Yo quiero Taco Bell. I want to hear that again. That's nostalgia. That's a nostalgia thing. Yes.
Oh,
don't tell me they are.
No, they're not. I just found the menu. These listed menu items are literally only available in 3 locations. Is CA California?
Yeah, CA is California.
So it's only in California. It's 3 stores in California that have these menu items.
Oh, great! They turned it into a fucking pilgrimage. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
you want nostalgia? Pilgrim your ass over to Cali in the scorching heat.
Who from
the one of 3 locations?
1960s. Who people born in 1960? How old are they right now? They're in their
80s.
Who in the
80s, 90s?
Yeah, what 80-year-old or 90-year-old wants to go to Taco Bell right now? Like, what? Why are they?
Remember when they first opened the Taco Bell?
I know, why? Like, it's
the pico de gallo. I want that.
Oh
the
my
green
God,
burrito.
I'm so confused. I'm so confused who this is for.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Especially now that I know that it's literally only in California.
Yeah, no. If it was everywhere, cool. Like I'm sorry, nostalgia. Neato.
Actually, I think they're in their 60s.
Okay, fine. Cool beans.
60s or 70s, depending. Sorry, I was doing the math in my head.
All right, then rad. But
yeah, rad.
Since it's only applying to one state, and not even all the Taco Bells in the state, but just 1 or 2,
3 locations in that state.
Then just don't even. It just sounds like they had a surplus of material, and they're like, "Hey, guess what? Let's just do this as a quick little profit thing."
Yeah, I know, right?
And let's advertise it all over the place to make people come to our store, ask for the old nostalgia menu, and get horribly disappointed when all we have is just our regular burritos and quesadillas or whatever we sell.
Honestly,
but at least they have Baja Blast. So
honestly, I'm gonna be real with you, Alchem. The only things I've had from Taco Bell is the tacos, the soft tacos. But that's only because
I only have the fries. I only had the fries one time when they had them. Now they don't have fries no more.
Oh, you see, I don't have the Taco Bell. Okay, so for me specifically, Taco Bell here in Canada, at least, Taco Bell and KFC are like a joint thing. So they have, we have the combo Taco Bell. Like I think I've seen maybe 2 Taco Bells that weren't connected to a KFC. So like the Taco Bell for me is we're getting 10 soft tacos with a bucket of chicken from KFC and fries and stuff like that. But the fries and everything, like the only thing from Taco Bell is the tacos. Everything else is KFC. Like I've never had the Taco Bell fries because I've had KFC. It's KFC fries and KFC like gravy and all that type of stuff. So for me, Taco Bell is honestly, it's a great way. It's a great thing.
See, I have the convenience of like just down the road where I live, there is a Taco Bell, like a lone standing Taco Bell on its own. The only bad thing is I don't like Taco Bell anyway, so for me it's like a moot point. Like, cool, there's a only Taco Bell store, but I don't care.
Yeah, I mean the thing is like tacos aren't that okay. Not to offend any people who really love tacos and stuff.
If you've never had true tacos or true actual stuff, you'll never know. You will never know.
But the thing
real
is
ones
like,
are good.
Yeah, well, the real ones are really crazy good. But like even this, like you can make a better taco yourself, and you can make way more with just like buying ground beef.
Yeah, definitely.
That's the thing about Taco Bell that I don't get, because like it's not like Taco Bell is a good, and it's not even that cheap. At least, okay. To be fair, I'm talking about Canada. Canada restaurant food is just not cheap.
It's the McDonald's. It's the McDonald's of Tex-Mex food. I wasn't gonna say Mexican because I don't consider it actual Mexican food.
I mean, it's
Tex-Mex. That's what it is.
I mean, I
Is
guess
this,
okay, but if you say that, it's like all the it's like Panda Express, and they say it's Asian food or like Chinese food.
is it?
It's not.
Okay, that's
It's
what I
not.
mean. That's literally what I mean.
But like everyone calls that Chinese food.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just clarifying for those who are for those who listen who are like, no, that is not.
Oh no,
They
no.
listen in and be like, that is not Mexican.
Look. That style of Chinese food is good, but it's not Chinese food.
Not actually Chinese.
It's
Yeah,
good.
just like
Don't get me wrong. I love that type of style of food. Sometimes I'm like, no, I
Mhm.
want that style of food, but it's not Chinese food. Just like how
No,
every once in a while, I'm sure there are people who are like, man, I really want. They don't want Mexican food. They want Taco Bell, and I feel like it's like the same thing. That or it's 3 a.m. and they're high.
I kind of want to clear on my colon. Let's go get some Taco Bell.
I know, right? But yeah, that was just an interesting story. Also, because I wasn't entirely sure if you were. I think I've asked you this for some reason in my mind. Alchem, you eat Taco Bell. I don't know why. I don't know why.
I
Look, I'm just telling you that I don't. Every time I think I've brought this up multiple times over the course of this podcast, and I'm convinced you eat Taco Bell.
I'm a trash panda, therefore I must eat trash food. So
I mean,
eat
to be
Taco
fair,
Bell.
it does fit. To be fair, it does fit. All right, now on from Taco Bell, on to something that is okay. Half of this is controversial, and the other half is not controversial. And I'm going to ask the first half that is controversial because I need to ask you a question that may or may not destroy our friendship.
Oh,
Do you like Dr. Pepper?
no.
Just friendship ruined.
This
Friendship ruined. I like Dr.
Oh
Pepper.
wait, I know what you're talking about. I saw that.
You should see it. Okay,
post.
I'll read the headline then. Dr. Pepper and Krispy Kreme 2024 football collab leaked. And what that means is there is going to be a Krispy Kreme donut flavored by Dr. Pepper.
Yeah,
It's going to be a Dr. Pepper Krispy Kreme flavored donut, which sounds so terrible that I want to try it because I'll admit I am not that diehard. I love Dr. Pepper. I like the taste of Dr. Pepper, but I understand why some people don't. You know, I get it.
Hey, we've had those weird mixed combo things. We've
Yeah,
had
yeah.
the Doritos taco. We've had the.
I've tried that. I actually
Cheetos-
tried that.
We've had the Cheetos chicken sandwich. We had I think Pizza Hut did some weird combo with something, but I don't remember.
Yeah, they did something, but I hate Pizza Hut, so
yeah.
I never tried it.
We there's also Cinnabon is doing a weird crossover with Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, I saw
or not
that.
Sour Patch Kids, Warheads.
Warheads. I saw that.
Excuse me. Which I am all for because I actually want to try that. So I gotta go find I gotta find out where my local Cinnabon is one day. And now we have there we go. We have not Cinnabon. We have Krispy Kreme with Dr. Pepper. Why not? Can we just mix everything together just to get like an amalgamation meal?
Yeah, so I found the 3 donuts that are going to be a part of this collab.
Oh.
So y'all remember it's just for anyone listening, it is American football specifically, so not soccer. Cream-filled football. This is an unglazed donut filled with white cream dipped in chocolate icing and decorated with the white piping to look like a football. Buttercream goals, an original glazed donut with green icing, rainbow sprinkles, and a yellow buttercream goal post. And the Dr. Pepper kickoff, an original glazed donut topped with Dr. Pepper cream, red and white sprinkles, and a chocolate Dr. Pepper logo. Alchem, I'm going to say something that I don't... Okay, Alchem, I'm going to say something that I'm not entirely sure if I want to know what the answer is, but what is Dr. Pepper cream? What does that mean, Alchem? I'm very concerned. I see the... have you seen it here? I'm gonna... Oh god, I just...
That sounds lewd.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you this here. I don't know if this link will work for you or not. It's an Instagram link. So
What's the
hopefully this.
matter? You got some Dr. Pepper cream on your face.
Yeah, that is. Oh my god, that is.
Oh,
Oh god, it looks weird.
oh,
Honestly,
that
the other.
sounds
Okay,
horrible.
if I didn't know that it was Dr. Pepper cream, honestly, these 3 donuts look fine. I don't know if you can see them or not.
Let me see. Hold on. Give me a second. Dr. Pepper cream. What the fuck? Ugh.
It's so weird.
Ew. Oh, wait. Is that the Dr. Pepper cream on top, or no? That's a chocolate thing on top, right?
No. So the
It's
middle
inside-
one,
no.
the middle one is the Dr. Pepper one. The white
Yeah,
stuff on
but-
the middle one is the cream.
Original glaze with Dr. Pepper cream.
Yeah. Because the other 2 donuts aren't actually Dr. Pepper themed, they're football themed because it's a collaboration with football.
Oh.
Because the one on the left is the one that's shaped like the football. Honestly, the one on the left does look like a football and it looks fine. And the one on the right, it looks like, I mean, the goalpost is weird, but like, if you took the goalpost out, it just looks like a regular donut. And the Dr. Pepper one looks like a regular donut, but I'm very concerned to the fact that it says Dr. Pepper white cream on it, and I don't know what that means, and I'm concerned.
I'm just like, ugh.
Also, I love the fact that it's a Dr. Pepper and Krispy Kreme collab, and only one of the donuts has anything to do with Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, that's
Isn't that kind of
not
strange?
alarming.
Like, it's
Not alarming at all.
it's supposed to be a Dr. Pepper and Krispy Kreme collab, but only one of the donuts is anything to do with Dr. Pepper at all. So that's kind of weird. But yeah. So anyway, Alchem, when are you going to buy these and test them for us live on stream?
Yeah, if I ever have disposable income again, sure.
All right. It's down.
God. I still want to try that Cinnabon thing. I still honestly want to try the Cinnabon one.
The Cinnabon one did sound kind of interesting. Okay, so that is that story. That slightly makes me sad. Just slightly, though.
Come on, don't you want that?
All right, Alchem.
I thought you liked Dr. Pepper.
I do like Dr. Pepper, actually.
All right then.
Look, it's probably not going to be. Here's the thing, Alchem. I would try it honestly, but I'm even though like it was a leak, so we don't know anything official. But I can guarantee it's not going to be sold in Canada. So like, I'm not going to be able to buy it even if I wanted to.
Probably not.
So
only in America we have this weird
Yeah.
combination of foods.
Yeah, I mean,
America, the guinea pig for mixed food abominations.
I don't know. There's some crazy food stuff all around the world. To be fair,
We're the testing chamber for corporate like food corporations.
for corporate stuff, definitely America definitely is for corporate stuff. But that's because all the corporations are in America, basically.
Where are we gonna get a hungry audience of individuals who are willing to pay for our shitty combination of products? Who would want the Coca-Cola burger? Who wants that? Looks at America.
Well, to be fair, you guys do love sugar, like a lot of sugar.
Is it because we need it with our coffee?
Okay, Alchem. So I have a rare story, Alchem. Because this story, normally my stories are like, oh, it's from outside of, like, for both of us, it's outside the country, so it's like it's something about Japan or something like that. Video games that don't affect us directly. But most of the time when it's food stuff or anything that is not necessarily can affect us, it's always America, and I'm always saying, oh, so when are you going to do this? So the real question is, or the real thing here is, I have a Canadian news story that I thought would be funny. Because it's about 7-Eleven here in Canada. And we've talked about 7-Eleven before, right? We've talked about how...
Are you getting it too?
No, unfortunately, it is not a good
Ah,
story.
aw.
Well, okay, it's a funny story. So, so 7-Eleven in Canada is kind of strange because
It's in
in
Canada.
well, yeah, it is in Canada. And in Canada there are I'm assuming it's slightly similar in the US or in other places, but in order to sell alcohol, you have to apply for a license in most of the places in Canada, specifically in Ontario, right? Which is the province I'm from. In Ontario, you need to buy a or you need to first you need to get approval for this liquor license from the government in order to be able to sell alcohol. Are you putting your hand up for a question? Or
No,
oh, okay.
just stretch.
Okay. I'm just making sure. So, that's pretty I feel like even outside of Canada, that's probably you probably have to get a license to sell alcohol in most places. So, 7-Eleven is a convenience store chain if anyone didn't know. Um successfully got this license, right? So they're able to sell alcohol now. The problem is that they are not allowed to leave the store with the alcohol.
I'm sorry.
7-Eleven stores are going to be looking a lot more like bars. Once the convenience store chain begins selling alcohol in Ontario this September, Canadian beer and wine fans are going to be allowed to buy alcoholic drinks from convenience stores, thanks to the province's new law. But 7-Eleven is taking things a step further. So this, I don't know if we've talked about this before, but
Is this a
there's
Canada thing?
in no, it's specifically in Ontario. See, in Ontario,
Oh, it's a
alcohol
Canada thing.
yeah, it's a provincial thing in Canada. In Ontario,
See, that's what I mean by Canada.
yeah.
When you start going Providence, there we
Yeah,
go.
it's because normally in the U.S. it would be a state thing, but we call states for us as provinces. Um, what what happens here in Canada, Alchem, is specifically the alcohol, like going to alcohol to buy beer or wine or drinks or anything like that, outside of a restaurant environment, you have to go to a certain store called the LCBO, and it is a government controlled liquor store, right? It
What?
is the only store allowed to sell alcohol, basically. There are some exceptions, but that's the main one you go to be able to buy alcohol. It is
Whoa.
now just so you know, it's the only place you can go buy full things, right? Like you can go to a restaurant and they sell alcohol and you can drink it, you just can't take it out of the restaurant obviously. But to buy like a bottle
Yeah.
of wine or a case of beers, you have to go to the LCBO because it's very controlled. It's a very controlled thing, which honestly, it's totally fine. It's honestly, it may sound bad to an American, like everything's controlled by the government, but honestly, what they mainly do is it just means you know exactly where to go to buy alcohol, and you know exactly what the price will be, because it's also not. I mean, everything is kind of expensive here, but like for alcohol, it's not that bad. Also, you don't have to go searching for specific brands. All the brands are in one spot. So like you don't have to go to grocery stores and like I've heard people like looking for at grocery stores looking for certain brands and sometimes grocery stores don't have it. The LCBO will have it. If it is certified to be sold in Canada, the LCBO will have it. And they are like legally required to
Oh,
always have it in stock. Like it's literally a
that's where
legal requirement. Yeah, so like they can't not have it in stock. So like for instance, like the last time I was in the liquor store, like we debated for the camping trip. We're like, should we buy the Snoop Dogg alcohol? Because it was there, and like we could do it, but we decided not to. Uh,
mm.
so yes, so now convenience stores are allowed to sell alcohol in Ontario, and it's been a big deal here.
I feel like
Go ahead.
it just for a convenience store, like for I guess convenience store for like for 7-Eleven, yes, getting a liquor license, being able to sell and hold liquor is always a great boon because there's always people who would enjoy just, a nice little drink to end their day or for whatever occasion. Um, Now most people here where I'm from, freedom, we like knowing that we can. Okay, over here in the U.S., most people are used to being able to go buy their drinks, bring it home, and drink it at their leisure.
Yes.
Yes, there are some individuals who do so in terrible conditions. Like either they don't drink it at home at the privacy, maybe with friends or special occasions. Maybe they drink it, I don't know, in the car, which is a really bad idea and has caused many problems.
That's a bad idea.
And I understand that Canada wants to avoid such horrible things from happening like that, and that's why they're doing this whole you can't leave the premises after buying your beer. You have to drink it right there and then.
This is a specific 7-Eleven thing, to be fair.
So but there's no other stores that do this. No other stores let you buy, but okay. No other stores besides the one you mentioned that's controlled by the government lets you buy the alcohol and take it with you. Yeah.
For everything else, from what I can tell, yes. Restaurant rules. It's all restaurant rules other than that.
So there goes my question is what is the point in trying to harbor any like very good or fancy or anything like of large quantity when you can't actually take it with you? I'm assuming that these 7-Elevens are just going to stock like either they'll function essentially like a bar, or they'll mostly just have cans that you can just drink and just chug right there.
Yes. So
I'm assuming.
Yes. So the thing that they're doing is they're basically turning a section of the store into a sit-down bar. 7-Eleven locations will be adding special dining sections with at least 10 seats each, with the 32-foot wall separating them from the rest of the store, and beer and wine would be served from noon to 11 p.m.
The Japan ones have a dining section. The Canada ones have a bar.
I know, right?
And now all we need is for the U.S. corporations to mash them together into a horrible amalgamation of a dining bar. And then we have to have Krispy Kreme donuts with Dr. Pepper in there. We need Taco Bell with the Cheetos dust in it again, or not Cheetos, the Doritos dust. And we need more weird amalgamation foods again. So we need all that combined.
Yeah. So what they're doing, Alchem, is there's two separate alcohol. Yeah. So you can go to the 7-Eleven and buy something like an LCBO here, and then buy it and leave.
Oh, you can.
You can, but the difference is the thing is what they're also doing is they're making it so you can buy it to drink there, like a bar setting. Oh, so it's two different things. So it's like two separate things. They are permitting, like the law made it so that convenience stores can sell alcohol like the LCBO, but 7-Eleven is taking it further to making it so you can because the liquor license is a selling license and like for everyone, so you can sell it like a restaurant as well, and so they're doing both.
I just feel like that's going to put a lot of pressure on the store owners, or like at least whoever's owning the local one, because I don't know if Canada does the same kind of thing as that, but if like in the US for a bar, if something were to happen just prior to the patron who was there doing something intoxicated, due to intoxication, they're partially at fault. Partially. It all depends on the level of like if the bar owner let someone out of their bar absolutely trashed out of their mind, and you can see they're like reaching for their keys and stuff, and it's a clear sign. It's stuff like that. So I'm just thinking, our 7-Eleven shopkeepers or owners gonna have to now keep an eye out on that stuff?
Or is it one of those things where you have to put the keys in the bowl type of deal?
Yeah, I'm
'Cause I know
assuming.
some
I mean,
places
it's
do
up in
that.
the air until stuff happens. It all depends on the responsibility of the people who actually go in and out of these stores. Who knows? Maybe the local Canadian population will be incredibly irresponsible and not cause lots of accidents while drunk.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is like the two main arguments for one of them is the one against it is obviously alcoholism and just what you just said. And the other one is the other people defending it is just saying have some faith. People are going to be fine with it. I don't know if I believe that because drunk driving is a really big problem everywhere. That is like everywhere that there are cars, drunk driving is a problem.
Yeah. Like my general statement is people are people. There's going to be one person's going to make a mistake. Some person's going to have a lapse of judgment and do something dumb.
Yeah.
It's not an if, it's a when, and whether or not people are taking actions to prevent that when from happening, or at least stopping it from being as bad as it could possibly be. I don't know.
Also, apparently they're the vice president, the Canadian vice president and general manager of 7-Eleven said Ontario is like the starting province. So they're planning to bring this to other provinces as well.
I get that.
So yeah, it's interesting. Well, Alchem, luckily, Alchem, this is something I could update you on this because it's September. I could go to a 7-Eleven and see what it's like, and I'll let you know. I won't be buying alcohol, but I can at least tell you what it looks like.
Yeah, I kind of wished one day like you came in during the podcast drunk, like,
just trash.
Hey,
I just came back from 7-Eleven.
I Jelly here reporting from the field. It's like
I'm just on my phone. Like, I just called you on Discord on my phone, trashed.
That'll be the funniest and the greatest moment ever, and funniest too.
I mean, the problem is that I don't like alcohol enough to drink enough, honestly. Like, after one or two, I just don't like the taste anymore, generally.
Actually, I'm in the same boat. There's only a few alcohols that I actually ever drunk in my life that I actually liked. Not that many.
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of most of them, honestly. I think one of the funniest things I've seen in this is, like, get ready for the Waffle House style brawls, and they're like, trying to figure out names for the two, like... The 11 p.m. brawls are going to happen outside of 7-Eleven because people are smashed. It's going to be funny.
Doesn't sound too different from local 7-Elevens over here, except it's more robberies and murder.
Yeah, that does happen here, but
murder?
I mean, yeah, it unfortunately happens everywhere. Murder. You have a problem, Malcolm.
Nah, it's fine.
So yeah, in September, Alchem, I will update you on what they look like and if it's interesting, or I have a feeling I'm concerned that it's just going to be very sad. Because I mean, the people that are going to 7-Eleven to sit down and buy beers and just drink there, that doesn't sound like that doesn't sound like a mentally not stable, like mentally
you're not
in a good position if that's what you're thinking of doing.
Yeah, look, if a guy's going to 7-Eleven for a 6 p.m. drink, I'm pretty sure things aren't going well.
Yeah, that is not a good state. I'm
pretty sure life is going really rough.
That's not a good state to be in if that's what you're doing on a Tuesday.
Sure. I would love to go and get my drink, to get plastered at my local 7-Eleven. While meanwhile, the local 14 to 16-year-olds are coming back from the movies, getting a bunch of soda, Slurpees, and whatever other candies and stuff. Meanwhile, I'm just plastered drunk over there. Yeah, I'm sure that's a perfectly fine decision.
Yeah. And to be fair, I'm pretty sure Japanese and Korean 7-Elevens do this. Like, they have this style of thing, but also it's a very different culture over there. Like, the drinking culture and the nightlife culture is very different.
There's the reason why these are great ideas, but the problem is the culture.
Yeah.
It's literally boils down to the culture. Japanese culture, Japanese West Eastern culture is quite different. The people are
Yeah.
far more polite, far more organized. Hell, if you
It's
get
not even just that
drunk,
though. It's just
yeah,
like getting drunk at a public place, or like drinking at a public place and being social and like having a
yeah,
good time. Even though it sounds like, yeah, everyone's okay with that. It's way more okay in Japan
yeah.
and or
No,
Korea than it
because the
is
idea
here.
is,
Because like
from what I know, it's basically whatever you do while drunk, as long like besides like
borderline,
breaking the law,
yeah.
borderline breaking the law, whatever you say, do, like you could like get drunk, just basically yell and scream and just like curse out all your coworkers,
Yep.
your boss, and everything. Your boss could be right there with you because you're all having like a
Well, like
after work
work,
kind
like
of
an
get
after
together.
work things are very
Yeah,
common in Japan.
yeah,
I know that.
yeah. You could just swear out your boss and coworkers, drunk off your mind. Next day, everyone, bygones, because guess what? You're letting off steam. That's everyone just being drunk because the next day you got to work anyway.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's also
From what I understand, they get hammered.
yeah, the drinking culture in Japan and Korea is crazy from what I've learned from YouTube videos and like just reading stuff. It's very different. Basically, it's college college or university like drinking culture, but it doesn't stop. Like
Never stop because
it's
it's
when you're outside, when you leave, when you graduate university or college, it just keeps going.
mm-hmm,
But it's also because they have crazy work schedules, so like it's one of those things where a lot of people need to blow off steam because they work like 80 hours a week, and that's a whole different
mm-hmm,
thing. But I mean, what I was also going to say, Alchem, is not only is it a different culture, but it's also like the 7-Elevens themselves are different. Like they sell fried chicken in Japanese 7-Elevens. Like that's really good food. That's like prime junk food for alcohol, you know? Like the stuff, I don't know about you in America, but
it was made
7-Elevens
to be.
here in Canada don't sell anything like that. Like
Sell wings.
I don't even remember them selling wings here, but to be fair, I haven't been to a 7-Eleven in years.
You got the wings, the pizza,
I remember the
the
pizza.
burger, not burgers, the hot
The
dogs. They
hot
always have
dogs,
the
yeah.
hot dogs.
The hot dog, yeah, the hot dogs on that weird like spinning thing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
like the iconic thing of
yeah,
7-Eleven.
yeah.
And the Slurpees.
Honestly, I've
But
never had the Slurpees. It was always the machine was always broken. It was the McDonald's ice cream machine, man. The Slurpee machine was always
you've
broken
never.
every time I tried.
Oh,
To be fair, I haven't tried in years, like I said, but every time I did try, it was broken or like for some reason it
not
didn't
even
happen.
on Free Slurpee Day.
I didn't know Free Slurpee Day was a thing.
Oh wait, hold on. I don't think it.
I
Wait,
think
on 7-Eleven.
I look, man. I told you I didn't go to convenience stores. I actually don't even know where. I don't even know if there's a
I wanted to punch
7-Eleven.
you.
What do you mean?
How could you? How did you? Do you frequent 7-Elevens at least maybe once a month or two?
I don't even know if there's one near me.
Well,
Why is this? Why is this a punchable offense?
How could you have never been to a 7-Eleven?
No,
and yet
I've
you
been
talk
to a
about them so
7.
frequently?
I've been to a 7-Eleven, Alchem, just not recently
Mhm.
because I don't go to convenience stores. How come I don't leave my house?
I
Why would I go to a convenience store?
see. I see. Very.
I mean, it's like I said, in September I'll go to this, and we'll see.
Well,
Honestly, I
well,
don't even know if there's a 7-Eleven here. Let me wait. No, I use a different. Nah, I don't want to do this live. Actually, no. There's no way I can show it.
yeah, cool. Yeah,
7.
that's not like they can see
Yeah,
it. No one will see it.
7-Eleven.
Also, while you see it, I will step right.
Near
We'll be
me.
right back. Apparently, I literally tell them, hey, around this time, I am busy. Do not disturb.
It's okay. It's okay.
My apologies. Sorry about this.
Interesting. Wait. No, I don't. Google, stop. Okay. Okay, wait. I'm looking for a 7-Eleven near me. I don't. Wow, I actually don't think there is. Okay, there actually isn't one near me. They are very far away from me. Interesting.
Okay. Sorry about that. Right back.
All right. After a quick Google search outcome, I actually don't think there's one near me.
Oh my god, no wonder you. Okay. I see.
The closest one that I can see is it's like over an hour away.
God
And it's
damn.
attached to a gas station.
That sounds about right for 7-Elevens.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Well, yeah. To be fair, I wasn't giving Google my exact location, so it was a little bit of a wide range too. But from what I can tell, I know the area that I'm in. So, but yeah. So at some point, I will update in September to see what this is like, and maybe if I can, maybe I'll take a picture so I can show you what it looks like. But it also depends on they might not want me to do that, and I don't want random people I don't want to break people's privacies and stuff like that if there's people there.
Yeah.
Because if you're at a 7-Eleven drinking there, sitting down, I don't want to add to your depression of me taking pictures of them like a paparazzi. Okay, Alchem. I have one more story to go through. And this story, I've saved the. It's hard to say if this is the best, but it's definitely the best headline. All right. Alchem, have you ever been to or like done volunteered for at like a food bank before?
No.
No. You know what they are though, right?
Yes, I'm fully aware.
Yeah. So I've seen food banks. I think I've donated to food banks a couple times during it, and they're obviously they're amazing places, food banks, giving food to the people, those who are in need. So when I saw this headline, I was like, oh no. And I, once again, like the chicken wing story, was really hoping this was The Onion. And unfortunately it was not. It was ABC News.
Oh no.
Food bank unknowingly distributes candy made from potentially lethal amounts of meth.
That's not candy.
That's not candy. A charity working with homeless people in Auckland, New Zealand, unknowingly distributed candies filled with potentially lethal doses of methamphetamine in its food parcels after the sweets were donated by the members of the public. Let me look. Contacted up to 400 people to track down the parcels so they could try to get them back.
Oh my god. That's insanity.
Yep, they were each candy was up to 300 times the level someone could usually take, and could be lethal. The street value of this candy was $608 per candy, and it's like hard candies. So each one of that's how much of the substances were in it or laced with it. Luckily, from what I can tell,
luckily what? Most of them went to like an old folks home or something because they love hard candy.
It's not that. It's like luckily from what I can tell, no one has died from this. Only 3 people have been hospitalized because of it, and the majority of them were recalled in time.
Oh, okay. They were recalled. People actually recalled them?
No, they recalled them because they found out.
Oh, I'm surprised people recalled them.
Yeah. And luckily they were able to, from what I can tell in this article, luckily only, unfortunately 8 families were got these packages of the candies.
Oof.
But luckily none of the kids seem to have what's it called been affected because it was laced with this stuff. So the one kid had took one in and then spit it out because it tasted bad. Because obviously, so luckily they didn't. It wasn't obviously it's bad because they were in contact with it, but at least it's not really bad. It's the best of a worst case scenario.
Yeah.
So an Auckland City mission was alerted Tuesday by food bank clients who reported funny tasting candy. Staff tasted some of the remaining candies and immediately contacted the authorities. One staff member was taken to the hospital after sampling the sweet, adding that a child and a young person who was also treated at the hospital before discharge. Like I said, no one's died from what I can tell.
Thank goodness.
And yeah, that is really unfortunate. I mean, it's very unfortunate, but luckily it looks like no one was hurt, which is good. I mean, 3 people were hospitalized, but they were discharged out of the hospital shortly after. So nothing bad happened. From what I can tell, at worst, very bad tasting in the mouth. Nothing worse than that. But then the authorities realizing that it's just packed with illegal substances, laced with it. I mean, laced so much with it that it's it's like the article says, 300 times the level that someone would normally take in these small candies.
Holy crap.
And each candy, I mean, $608 per candy. That's how much of it was packed in it or laced with it, which is insane.
Damn. Okay.
I'm surprised they tried from what I'm reading here, Alchem. Other than the fact that they caught someone trying to sell it online because it's hilarious. They don't know who donated these.
I'm sorry?
They don't know. They were donated in retail. Okay. The charity food banks only accept donations from commercially produced food in sealed packages. The pineapple candies, which are what the pineapple hard candies is, I think, what they were, stamped with the label of a Malaysian brand Rinda, appeared as such when they were donated, arriving in retail-sized bags. And so, these were properly sealed and everything like that. So I think, not to put on my tinfoil hat here, but I think some cartel accidentally sent this to someone. I think they accidentally sent this to a thing, which is hilarious to think about. Hilarious or scary, depending on your point of view.
More terrifying than anything.
Now that I say that is very very scary to think about. But luckily no one was hurt, and hopefully nothing else happens. I hope.
I'm sure those who were impacted may have not been hurt, but have seen some shit. Definitely probably seen some shit while going on those trips.
I don't think anyone tripped. I don't think anyone tripped. Because you remember,
you just realize.
No, because from what you remember, it's 300 times the dose of what someone normally takes. So if someone actually had it all, they would die. So I don't think anyone tripped.
No.
I think
some people were hospitalized though.
They were
hospitalized.
3 people were hospitalized. One was hospitalized because they were a child, and they had it in their had it in their mouth for less than a second because they spit it out. But they were a child, so they went to the hospital to make sure nothing was wrong, and they were discharged.
Thank goodness!
Very fast. And 2 other people were just went to the hospital, but nothing bad was found, and they were discharged. And they just had luckily the worst of it was they tasted something very awful because it's obviously not meant to be eaten. So yeah. So that is the last story I had to talk about for now. Is there anything you want to talk about? I know last week we did talk about something you did mention something. I don't know if you remember it though. I remember it if you want me to bring it up.
Bring it up so I can remember.
It's about the Hi-Fi Rush devs being bought.
Oh yeah. So I think I don't know if we talked about it like after the podcast.
We
but
talked
in
about it a
any
little
case,
bit after the podcast, yeah. And I made
yeah,
not to be too self-promoting. I literally made a video about it. But
I wonder where can they see this video?
on YouTube, gasp.
Oh,
I uploaded it yesterday,
yes.
actually.
Gasp. Okay.
So yeah, so the PUBG publishers called, oh god, I can't remember their name now. It starts with a K, but their publisher, their overarching company.
Crafton?
Maybe. Honestly, I can't remember.
All I know is that
they bought the Hi-Fi
original-
Rush devs. They bought the entire
original
studio, not just the
devs.
devs. They bought the entire studio,
Yeah.
staff and all.
They bought Tango Gameworks.
Tango Gameworks.
And if I'm not mistaken, it's no. Let me look. Yeah, it is Crafton. Okay.
It is Crafton. Okay.
Yeah.
Or,
So yeah, the PUBG devs or publisher Crafton purchased the entire development studio of Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah, which is
And
amazing.
Out of nowhere, saving them and thus keeping Hi-Fi Rush a potential IP that could have a sequel.
Yeah.
Why is that good? Because Hi-Fi Rush was actually really, really good. It came out of nowhere with no announcement, no pre-warning, nothing. No one knew this game existed. It just randomly dropped. It was out on Xbox. It was out on PC. It was available through the Game Pass. It did incredibly well. It spread wildly through word of mouth. People actually really enjoyed it, and it sold incredibly well.
Yep.
However, Xbox, in its profound wisdom, decided, "Hey, you gotta go. We're just getting rid of a lot of our development studios. You gotta go." Even though they succeeded, they did good, and everyone thought that was the end of Hi-Fi Rush, and it was just a one-off story with an incredible game, really great characters, and everything like that. And it was gone,
Did you beat
but
it?
then all of a sudden we get good news. Yes, I enjoyed it,
nice.
and it was so good.
See, I still haven't played it, unfortunately.
Well, if you ever get the chance, I hope you enjoy it. It's a rhythm-based beat-em-up brawler.
Yeah, I mean, that's unfortunate. That's why I didn't play it, because I don't generally like those games. But I definitely I definitely saw when I was watching the game, I'm like, man, I wish, like, it looks fun. Like, it's one of those, Hi-Fi Rush is one of those games where I'm like, man, it looks so fun, but I know that I personally wouldn't, like, enjoy playing it. But I enjoyed seeing other people have, like, I enjoyed watching you play it, and you were having a blast. But like when, like, for me to have the controller. No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it was an enjoyable game to play for those who enjoy the beat 'em up style. It is enjoyable to watch because the art style is refreshing. The characters are actually really interesting to watch. Every single character is something unique, and you may have seen some cliched kind of personalities, but all of them shine in their own unique way. And the music, the choice in music for the game, whether you played the streamer version, which is like non copyrighted music, or the original soundtrack with the copyrighted music, which I did. I totally did. Don't worry. I absolutely did. Twitch will never really catch me on that because, one, the video's not up anymore, and two, they don't care unless I'm big or unless medium sized or unless someone reports me. Please don't report me. But
there's no evidence. So it's fine. Other than the fact that you just admitted it.
And I understand why. Winks, just for nudge for comedy purposes. I totally didn't do that, and it's not true.
For legal reasons, this is a joke.
Yes, because our lawyers have advised me to say this. I was joking. But yeah, it was fun, and honestly, I praise it highly, and I'm glad that it got recovered because I want to see good games come out.
I mean, it's not just I don't want to see. I'm curious what that dev team is going to do next, because for anyone who doesn't know, they also made The Evil Within and Ghostwire Tokyo, which in their own right are interesting games, at least. Like, you can, like, for me personally, like, I wasn't into Evil Within because I'm not into the horror, like survival horror genre, and Ghostwire Tokyo just it looked like one of those games where I'm like, I don't think I am the right audience for this. But it doesn't mean like I want them to continue making games, because like that studio is so like, it's just, I'm interested to see what they're going to do next, whether it be Hi-Fi Rush 2 or just like something else. Unfortunately, I don't think they own Evil Within or Ghostwire Tokyo. That is owned by Microsoft, but I think what's it called? The PUBG publisher bought them and the rights to Hi-Fi Rush, and the Tango Gameworks now owns the Hi-Fi Rush rights, if I remember correctly. I don't think the PUBG developer actually owns it. I think they own it. Tango Gameworks does, which is great.
Yep. Which means we have something for, hopefully, if things pan out, we have something to look forward to, at least from them in the future.
Yeah. And yeah, from the article that I read originally, that was that it looks like it's going to be it's probably going to be Hi-Fi Rush 2, whatever they're doing now, but
God, I hope so.
We'll see. I
can only hope. But yeah, that was the news, because I saw that, I lost my stuff. I immediately wanted to talk about it because I didn't get the full information before, but then I got everything, and so I was ecstatic. So but yeah, that sold me on that. But yeah, that was just my like little look of it, and just talk about it, because I just give you a small little glimpse or a small little talk about it.
Yeah.
For full detail, you can always catch the extensive story and information on Jelly's video on their YouTube channel.
It's true.
For those listening to the podcast, just hit video, just scroll your mouse up there and then click, and then you should see it. It's right there. It'll have the image from the game there in the thumbnail, as well as Jelly's face.
It will not have my face.
Okay, it will not have your face.
It's just the game, and
it's just a game.
But yeah, I mean, I'm once again glad that they're working on, that style of stuff. So is there anything else you want to talk about, Alchem? Or I did find something else that we could talk about. It's not crazy big, but it's another food thing. We're funny enough, but
oh sure, what is it?
Because apparently, KFC recently revealed a $5 menu deal, and it to rival McDonald's, Burger King, and Pizza Hut. So they're making a value meal with 3 new items, they're not new, but they're combinations of other items on the KFC menu. So it's like 3 menu items are KFC chicken nuggets, tuck into 8 hand breaded chicken nuggets with the KFC original recipe, as well as their secret recipe fries and a choice of 2 sauces. The famous bowl with KFC chicken nuggets features KFC's classic famous bowl that's made with creamy mashed potatoes that are topped with sweet corn pieces, and KFC's chicken nuggets and iconic gravy, finished with 3 cheese blend. So it's like a chicken nugget bowl basically with mashed potatoes. And the 2-piece drum and thigh, including 2 pieces of crispy drum and thigh fried chicken, paired with mashed potatoes and topped with biscuits and gravy. That for $5 is actually pretty good. Well, it's $5 American dollars. It won't be $5 for me, but it'll be $5 for you, probably. Plus tax. So yeah, damn.
It's like people actually want value and stuff.
Yeah, and apparently they also
want actually to save money.
Interestingly, they have also launched exclusive digital items, like digital deals that you can only do online or on the app, apparently. Wow, they have a 40 40-piece nugget party pack. A 40-piece nugget pack for $10 for $5.59 apparently. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sauces. A sandwich and nugget deal for $15, and a 5-piece chicken on the bone for $2. Wait, this one doesn't say the price though. Okay, weird. Huh. Interesting.
Oh,
Anyway.
Yeah.
Unless you want to talk about something else, Alchem, I think that's gonna wrap up the episode for today. Even though it's been a slightly shorter one, but these
Mr. B. No, I'm good.
Oh god. I mean, honestly, I don't even yeah. But yeah, it was like
I honestly want to wait. If we were ever to talk about that, I'd have
it'd
to
have
wait
to
till
be. We'd have to
everything
wait. We'd have to wait.
gets out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Because all of it. Yeah.
yeah. So it's a slightly shorter episode today, but it was a fast stories this time. Unfortunately, the stories were just kind of like, yeah, interesting.
Think
Yeah.
of it as a good day, because when
It's
there's
true.
stuff for us to report, it's usually either aggravating, draining, or makes you sad.
This is a I think this is a day that I didn't
This was more
destroy.
happy news.
Yeah, I didn't destroy Alchem's thought process of the world. He still has faith in humanity as he lags out. It's fine. It's okay. It's happened the whole time where Alchem just decides to lag out. I don't know what happened with the internet. Your internet connection to me has been
Oh, thank goodness.
very weird.
Oh, thank goodness.
It's just your avatar. Your voice has been fine. Your avatar though has been lagging like crazy sometimes. I don't know why. It's weird. But anyway, Alchem, so why don't you go do some shout outs?
Good. All right then.
While you're not pixelated,
so
let's
yeah,
do some shout outs.
Shouting out to myself, I guess. So hi, I'm the little raccoon Tanuki VTuber. My name's Alchem, shapeshifter, gamer, commentator, hopefully funny comedian guy one day. I doubt it, but we'll see. And you can catch me on Twitch, on YouTube, where I stream simultaneously. I also post random stuff on Twitter and TikTok. And if you just want to watch, you know how. You can follow me at, well, if you're watching the live stream, you can catch me here. If you're listening in on through the podcast, you can catch me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Alchem Games. And yeah, if you want to support me, you know how. There's bits, subbing, donating, following, watching, spreading word of mouth. All that stuff works. Everything, anything. Just as long as you enjoy. As long as you enjoy the stream, that's what matters. But yeah. Feel free to continue watching, and yeah, thank you guys. And as always, co-hosting with me is the Techno Jelly, and take it away, Jelly.
Yes, thank you, Alchem, for being here with me today. I am the Techno Jelly. I am on YouTube. That's where you're probably, hopefully, currently watching. I stream also 3 times a week, video games, mostly Minecraft and Valorant, and Zenless Zone Zero recently. If you are, I'd appreciate it if you go over and subscribe to my YouTube, click that like button, make a comment, tell Alchem yell at Alchem for constantly lagging, and please hit the like button. Other than that, I also am on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok if you'd like to check that out. The YouTube videos are being slightly changed, and I will be doing more analytical / video essay style videos. If you'd like to check out my first one that I uploaded, it is about the Hi-Fi Rush devs being purchased. I uploaded it yesterday on Saturday, and there'll be more to come. I hope you all enjoyed that. If you'd like to support the podcast directly, please go over to my Patreon and subscribe and donate to that Patreon. You can see the before and after scenes of the podcast. Today, I spent talking in the before scenes. I spent talking about me complaining about the websites because I was super annoyed at them, and for some reason all the stories today linked to dead links, and I had to re-find all the stories. I don't know what happened.
Ooh.
Other than that, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you again next time in 2 Buds 1 Podcast. Goodbye, everyone.
Later, guys.